Welcome one, welcome all, and welcome to Friday Fright Time, where every week I, Connor, along with my trusty sidekicks Kofi and Stu, dissect horror movies from throughout history, tearing our favourite, most memorable moments to pieces. This week we're going back to the 80s as we're headed to Sleepaway Camp, a cult classic horror movie released in the UK as Nightmare Vacation, had a budget, Kofi and Stu, of how many thousands of dollars?
Thousands of dollars?
Oh, we're not in millions. It's okay.
Fucking hell. All the other shit films we've watched have been like 3 million. What the hell?
I reckon 482,000.
My real guess is 668.
Oh, gee, 350.
That's what I said.
I'll just edit in. I'll put like a voice modulator in.
Stu, how much? 300.
Fuck's sake. And it made a cool 11 million at the box office. I'm looking forward to getting to this one.
Why? But I mean, the camp stuff, right? There's literally, I don't even know their names, right? So there's Hillbilly Cunt who basically says he sees the kids.
Look at all that fresh chicken.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Look at all that fresh meat. Where I come from, we call them baldies, which is just fucking horrendous when you think about what he means by that. And then the old nonce goes, they're too young for what you're thinking. And then Hillbilly Brock Lesnar cunt goes, there's no such thing as too young. And then the old nonce finds it hilarious. Wouldn't you go, mate, you're fucking wrongin'?
And there's like a bunch of people around as well, isn't there? And they're all just like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, ha ha ha, noncing.
I mean, we've missed the entire intro as well because I was just that dedicated on calling the nonce police.
Oh, mate, they need the nonce police. What is wrong with the 80s?
So we're at Sleepaway Camp. It's called Camp Arawak.
Arawak, yeah, it's for sale, isn't it?
I misread it first. I thought it was Camp Have a Wank.
Oh, well, it is according to fucking Brock Lesnar.
I thought it was one of them names where, like, if you read it backwards, it says something else.
That's what I thought. I tried to work out, like, anagrams and all sorts. I was like, nah, there's nothing there.
Is it Camp Kawara?
Yeah, yeah. Wow, a crowd.
So these two little cunts are like having a play in the water with their dad. And these little cunts, they like knock the dad into the water and end up capsizing the entire boat. There's a lifeguard and he's driving like a motorboat and he passes control over someone who's clearly not trained to drive a motorboat. And they're ploughing towards the shore, towards the kids and the dad. And rather than going, oh fucking hell, we're gonna hit them, let's turn the engine off or let's swerve the boat out the way, we just gonna fucking full speed ahead.
Plough straight over it. He goes to her, oh, don't go too fast, so she just turns the speed all the way up and then just fucking obliterates this poor cunt who's just trying to have a nice day out with his two kids.
They're also pulling another girl, aren't there? There's a girl like on a rope and some fucking skis or something in the water.
Well, she's wearing a helmet every time she's like far away, but when they cut up close, she hasn't got a helmet on.
Really?
There's a lot of headwear issues in this film, of which I'll come back to later.
I've got a character in this film who, for me, now rivals Mrs. fucking Deagle from Gremlins. The mum of the two kids, Angela and Ricky. Oh my god, this woman, she's like Cruella de Vil.
She's the auntie, isn't she? She takes her in after the dad's dead.
Yeah.
I thought it was Katy Perry.
Yeah, she does.
Before or after the relationship with Russell Brand?
I think probably during, to be honest.
Yeah.
She's just fucking cracked out, isn't she? She's just off her tits from the beginning, isn't she? She literally tells them she's packed them some like amazing lunch to go to school and it's just an apple.
It's like the acting as well. She's like, oh, come on, Angela, downstairs. You're fucking Mrs. Doubtfire.
And then she tells them she's a doctor for some random reason. And then she's like, I'm trying to remember something. And I've remembered it by tying a bit of string around my finger. But now I can't remember what it is. But I've got a bit of string on my finger. It's the weirdest shit ever. In fact, that whole scene had no relevance to the film, really, did it?
No, it did not.
Not at all.
You've angered me, reminding me of the shit that I watched. So angry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it only gets worse from here.
It does.
So yeah, now we actually get into the camp. The two kids from the beginning, Ricky and Angela, come in. We've already discussed the pack of nonces who work there. And what do you call them?
Brock Lesnar's?
Brock Lesnar's, thank you. He comes in and he basically tries to have it on with Angela. Eventually, he gets a big vat of boiling water poured all over him.
The first death is fucking legendary. He goes to nonce on Angela, gets completely covered in boiling water. But the best bit is the doctor that comes in. So what's the prognosis, Doc? And the doctor just goes, well, he's burnt all over, especially the face. And the pain must be unbearable. And then just fucking leaves. Great chat, Doctor. Did the boiling water happen to burn his face? Yeah, cheers, pal.
They're all like playing a game of baseball, aren't they? It's just the insults they give. Like all the kids, like, "Hey, this guy blows dead dogs." Like, fucking hell, mate. Calm down. And then the kid replies with, "Eat shit and die, Ricky." And the other guy goes, "Eat shit and live."
That's a great fucking comeback, to be fair.
The reply is fantastic. The others are shit. They say peckerhead quite a lot. Hey, peckerhead.
One of my favourite bits, right, is there's this like clubhouse thing, and one of the boys gets dared to like go and ask Angela out. So he goes over there to do it. So they start taking the piss out of her, and then Ricky comes in, and for some reason he's got like a Converse t-shirt on and a cowboy hat for no fucking reason.
Other than it being 1983.
Yeah, and he starts kicking off. So him and the people taking the piss out of Angela get into like this brawl, and his cowboy hat gets knocked off. For some reason, this cowboy hat just keeps magically moving in and out of the fight on the floor. So like 1 minute it's like right next to them, then it's like in the crowd, then it's back right next to them, then it's in the crowd again, and then it just makes no fucking sense.
I swear down when I heard this, I'm going to splice the clip. I am certain that someone tells Angela, there was this one time we locked Harvey Weinstein in a cabin with no clothes on.
Fuck off.
I am almost certain.
This time last year, we locked down Weinstein out of the cabin with no clothes on.
Oh, maybe it was. Maybe that's why it's so noncy.
Yeah, maybe he was.
Who just went, That's not the noise to make. There's not a lot of camp safety going on. One point where they go for midnight canoe rides, which just would not be allowed in regular camps, would it, with good health and safety?
No, and then one of the kids gets drowned, doesn't he? Fucking Captain Mullet
Oh
here.
my god, he's a fucking idiot. When he drowns, all he does is lift his hand out of the water a tiny bit and just give a little wave.
Hello. How did he get murdered underneath the boat when all those other blokes are stood watching and none of them sees someone else swim out to that boat or escape from underneath it after drowning him? If someone died at a children's camp, they'd send the kids home.
Oh, they try and hide it, don't they? They hide everything. Like, oh my god, nothing happened at all. Don't tell anyone.
It reminded me from that scene in like The Tiger King where Joe Exotic's like, I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Oh god.
The owner of the camp is defo Joe Exotic, like, isn't he? This fucking guy, Mel. He's called Mel.
Mel Exotic.
Mel Exotic. I think I've seen some of her videos.
For fuck's sake.
So yeah, even Angela now, she is getting with a guy called Paul. Not Tall Paul or Small Paul. This is just
Pool wall.
Paul. He's a bit weird, but he's, he's polite to her. Everyone else has been a fucking cunt to her the whole film, just unnecessarily. Especially that Judy, the girl who's got like the fucking like foxtail hair.
Angela, I'm waiting for an answer. Angela, answer me. Fucking shut up. She doesn't want to talk to you, you bitch.
She's just so arsey, and every chance she gets, she's walking over to Angela and like, oh, you're a prude. Oh, you're fucking... What? Shut up, man.
Sounded like SpongeBob then. Ooh, you prude.
I'm ready.
I do remember, like, right at the beginning when they go into, like, the girls' dormitory, Angela walks in, and there's the one girl being quite loud, and she's a bit of a prick, and she's like, the name's Meg, M-E-G, and this is Susie. She doesn't fucking spell Susie's name. What the fuck is wrong with her? Fucking idiot.
And this is Geraldine. G-E-R.
What's her name? Angela's sat on a wall, and then someone comes up behind her, puts their hands over her eyes, and goes, guess who? And she goes, Ricky. And he goes, no. And she goes, Burt Reynolds.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just shown up. Yeah, you heard about He heard about the other murderers and thought you could all do with a little cheering up. Nice one, Bert.
Angela is walking. Oh, this is just before the whole lack of fucking canteen incident. She's walking and all the kids...
Hang on, no, explain the lack of canteen incident.
You know, like when the kid's swearing and he gets told off for swearing and he says, you're not going to have canteen for a week.
All right.
Yeah, so like she's walking and a fucking water balloon gets shot at her and she fucking falls right over by a water balloon and she's like sat on the floor forever, but like that's what the kids get told off for, and the guy says you're not going to eat for a week because you chucked a water balloon.
Maybe it was frozen water. Really fucking hurt.
Frozen yellow water.
Just threw a fucking balloon full of ice at her face.
Oh.
Fucking a sausage balloon full of Sillet Bang.
No. What? That was so like specific and peculiar. Such a balloon full of
Barry Scott is going fucking mental at the minute.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's an amazing fucking like YouTube edit of the Sillet Bang advert where every other word is just bang.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. Hi, I'm Barrett Bang.
Bang and the dirt is bang.
It's tough on life.
So yeah, let's talk about the murders in this
I was
film.
just about
anyway.
to say that's my next point as well, actually. Like the fucking death by bee on a toilet.
Yeah, the bee
What?
nest in the shithouse. Like the creative kills, I'll give them that.
I mean, how did you know that they were going to get stung enough to kill him?
I mean, it looks quite nasty after the fact when it's just like the arms just full of like
Skag.
full of skag. Imagine that if wasps were full of heroin.
Yeah, from getting the pollen from all the opium plants. There's just smackheads out there just trying to terrorise bees so they get stung. I just need another sting, man. Need another sting.
Yeah, do you know any beekeepers, mate? Do you know any fucking beekeepers?
Can you imagine that's the new dealers of the 21st century? Just fucking beekeepers.
Angela gets chucked in the water by that little fucking bitch, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
They pull her like out of the water and she's coughing and sputtering, walking up the pier, and like all these kids are just like sand and just start chucking fucking sand at her. Like she's nearly dying, for God's sake, and they're just like, hey.
What are they like?
You just replay the same noise.
No, it didn't record properly.
Ah, fuck off. Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Fucking.
what? I can't remember what you said. What did they go like?
You got a fucking terrible, terrible memory, guys. You're not winning this time.
You're ruining the episode. What did it? You're gonna have to.
No, they went sand.
The sound.
Demoralised, were they? Fucking PC degrade was on the scout.
Oh goodness me.
Oh Jesus.
Did they undig the sand to put on?
Fucking Captain Mullet earlier, he just when he drowned, he unbreathed.
He unswam.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Fuck's sake.
So yeah, throughout the film you got loads of these kids who get killed off. The owner of the camp, Mel, always seems to think that it's Ricky who's going round doing these murders. So any chance he gets, he just grabs all the Ricky and practically just bear hugs him. Oh, it was you little bastard! I know it was you fucking cunt. It's fucking not. Are we ready to discuss the big twist of this film, lads?
What big twist?
It was like quite. It wasn't like obvious, but it wasn't a surprise either, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, facts.
They just set it up for something to be too obvious. Angela was just, she didn't talk to anyone apart from Ricky. She just stared instead, and like even when people were shouting and pushing her, she'd just look.
Yeah, like she had this just whole vibe about her the entire film, and it's pretty obvious that she's the killer.
We should probably explain it. So it turns out it was the daughter that died in the accident at the beginning with the boat, and Angela's crazy auntie took the boy in. She's been living her life as a girl when she's really a boy, so the way that she deals with that is by being a mute, killing people, and then making this weird fucking growling sound.
Oh my god.
It's
Play it now.
horrible.
Fucking waving her cock around.
With like a completely still face.
Yeah, I mean, the face is quite daunting. That, like, image of her face. It's not even the cock, is it? It's the face.
It is the face.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrific. I expected something strange to be at the end and be like, oh, Angela's the killer, but it was like, boom, weird scream, penis, naked nakedness, sat there with a dead boy on the floor. Like, what the fuck?
And what about what happened in the film, Kofi?
I think the bit that disturbed me a lot about it is like the actual way they executed it, because there are some shots where it is actually the actress, but when it's the full body, it's obviously a guy with a latex mask of Angela's face on.
Yeah,
so it
you can-
looks a bit like, obviously it looks a bit fake, but I think that adds a bit to the disturbing side of it.
It's just that the face, like, there's no movement at all. It's horrible.
I think it has a bit more impact on the twist for making it the very last thing that happens in the film, because when the credits hit, you're still in that kind of shocked, oh, what the fuck, sort of mind state.
Yeah, I think back then it would have been a massive
Cock. Well, look, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you've got a secret cock, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Jesus, guys. There you go, our honest
God.
review of 1983 Sleepaway Camp. If you've got any more cult movies involving camps, then please let us know and we'll stick it on the list to review. Thank you very much for supporting the show. We'll see you next week for another Friday of Fright Time. Cheers.
Bye.